Marvel has no idea what they are doing. This is wild. Welcome back. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a great day. Rebecca Romijn is back as Mystique or Raven or both. We're not really sure, and I'm not sure that she is sure yet. Why is that? Because Rebecca Romijn confirms that the Avengers Doomsday script is still in progress. Not quite sure. They haven't finished writing the script. Wow, this is wild. I believe they've been shooting since April. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. It comes out in December of 26. But of course, as you know, movies like this nowadays with the constant reshoots and the CGI and everything, the post production is absolutely insane in terms of how much time it takes. And a lot of these movies and these studios like Marvel have been overworking those departments, and that's why we've been getting crappy CGI, not because they aren't talented, but because they aren't given enough time. And let's take a listen to what Rebecca says. We're going to talk about this. I'm curious what all of you think as well.
You, I think, probably just came back from the set of Doomsday.
Yes.
Are you done shooting your scenes?
Not quite sure. The not quite sure. The script hasn't. They haven't finished writing it. Yeah, it's been very, very fun and extremely. It's been very, very fun, and we don't know yet. They keep everything very close to the vest themselves in an effort to keep everything under wraps.
Have you read the entire script?
I cannot confirm nor deny that I have read the entire script.
I actually thought that was a weird question considering she said that they haven't finished writing it yet.
Who are your scenes with?
I can't say.
Wow.
And even though I'd
Okay,
love to.
This is great.
But it was very surreal to be with my old cast as well as a new cast. I will say that.
Okay, I'll take that.
It's kind of weird. And to be fair, I was humorous, and I get they kind of get they have to ask, but you have a movie that's not out until 12/26. Do you really think they're gonna tell you the characters gonna the actors obviously are gonna tell you who their scenes are with? Like, why would they divulge that? What, a year and a half before the movie comes out? And again, no finished script.
I had crazy dreams while I was there for a large chunk of shooting.
Like flashbacks?
Like really like kind of regressive dreams, like leaving a set, like going through that makeup process and having dreams where I was going home to a house that I used to live in back then that I hated. It was very strange. Like my brain was really trying to organize, like, wow, this is a character I played 25 years ago, 20 years ago.
Wow, that would be
yeah,
a trip.
very surreal.
How do you do that as an actor to go back to, again, a role that you've played before and you sort of know, but
Oh, I know her very well. I went back in with full ownership of her. It was very nice to go back and play that character. Because I had imposter syndrome at the very beginning. I thought maybe at the very beginning I was just cast because I happened to be the model who was available to play Mystique at that moment. I mean, I auditioned and I got the role, but I was like, oh, wow. Because when you're very young, you're like, do I deserve to be here? And I did not have that going back this time. That was a very different experience going
I
back.
can't wait to see it.
Me neither. That must have been somewhat healing, no?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So cool.
Okay, probably didn't need to play the rest of that part, but who doesn't like listening to Rebecca Romijn talk? And by the way, how old is she? I can't ask her that. That's rude, right? But she's got to be around, what, 50? Damn, she looks fantastic. But anyway, about the script thing, and I think, look, there's a lot we can talk about in terms of Kevin Feige and what he did with, wanting to be the MCU and all this other stuff that you could get into being a huge part of the problem. It also really doesn't seem like they had much of a plan when you look at how Marvel started. And I know it wasn't as planned out as people thought, but the way they did the movies, you had the Captain America movies and Thor and a little bit of crossover. And then every so often you had the Avengers and you had this overall, not touched on a lot and not touched on at all in some of the movies, but they're just enough that you kind of had this overall bigger story building with Thanos. And we got none of that post Endgame. It was just another Marvel movie, another piece of Marvel content, another Disney Plus show. None of it really connected, none of it building toward anything. But also this, because this is not the first movie, and not just Marvel, but a lot of times big budget movies. The first that I've heard recently where they're shooting without a finished script. And I think part of that also, again, is because of what they're trying to do, they give themselves, I think, hard deadlines, which of course you can push back, but they seem to give themselves deadlines of we have to have this done by this, and this. and the clock's ticking, but you don't even have a script. And as someone who's, now, don't get me wrong, I'm like not in the industry at it, but I love writing. I've written scripts sometimes just to write for me. I've written a few. I entered a few screenwriting contests, but that's about it. Like I never pursued it as something to do, but I know people at lower levels who are in it and have had a little success and talking about them. And there's kind of this cliche of a script because you see, you read these fantastic scripts that don't get any attention, don't get bought, never get made, and the kind of joke in Hollywood is the script has to be so good. The initial script has to be so good that basically even after they wreck it, it's still going to be a decent movie. And for them to not have that, the so good script that, of course, at times as you're shooting and that for whatever reason, you're going to have changes that get made. But you have to have a script written. You have to have a really good script written. Otherwise, you are going to get an absolute mess. And I think we've seen that in a lot of movies. And I think I haven't done a video yet. Maybe I'll do a review. I saw Fantastic Four. The third act was kind of a mess. It kind of felt like what they're talking about here, that maybe they didn't have a full on script or what, maybe what they did just didn't really work and they had to do some reshoots and all this. But you've got to have a great script ready to go before you start shooting. And then as you go, if changes need to be made, you can make them. But you cannot be making it up as you go along. You can't have started shooting, what, 3, 4 months ago and not have a finished script. That is absolutely insane. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. When you hear stuff like this, does like give you less faith that you're going to get something great? Because even though Marvel fans have all been through the ringer with what's going on, everyone's really hoping that the new Avengers movies are going to be really good, right? So does this give you pause? Do you think, oh, damn, they're going to blow it again? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for checking out this video. Appreciate it. If you're enjoying the content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel as we kickstart. I think we just hit 40 videos, so we've been cranking a few out lately. We're going to try and keep going as long as you're here watching, and I will talk to you later.